very hot.
Right. Blues.
Let's go.
Hurricanes. Mr. Lees. How's it going? Novmum. How's it going? Escosivo, Yolo, Joel. Clutch. How's everybody doing? Are we back in the Blues away from home, or are we back in the Canes?
Blues by 10.
Gazza says Blues by 10. What do you say, Mum?
I say Blues.
Blues.
How much? Come on.
I don't know. 5?
By
maybe?
5. Okay.
Ah, be more than that.
Darramundi, man, how's it going? Blues by 1. Okay, we got Blues by 10, Blues by 5, Blues by 1.
As long as it's Blues,
As long as
it's
it's
okay.
Blues. Leo, you know why you're up, Leo, because the Blues are playing, man. Your favourite Super Rugby team. Alara, man, how's it going? What's the time in Western Australia? Mr. Lees, man, I said hi to you already. Nice. Nice. Rugby rundown, man, how is it going? Who we got? Why is Akira Ioane showing a 7 and then Papali'i is also showing a 7? That's a bit weird.
Somebody's made a mistake.
Lindsay, how's it going? 2 p.m. says Elrod. Grant's firing in with the super sticker. Cheers, Grant. I will open a beer. I will open a beer. I think it's not the beer of your place of living. I think it's Korean. Cass, fresh. If you cover the C, it looks like something else. Anyway. Cheers, Grant, and everybody. How are you all doing? Hopefully you settled in, getting ready to watch the Blues
The Blues.
get a victory down in Wellington.
The Hurricanes are going to have the Blues.
Darramundi's got the Canes by 9. Good morning, Ruben, Newton, Cabbage Patch. Yeah, the whole family's been here. My daughter's been playing with her little toy, and my son's over there with the headphones on. Yeah. The
Gaz
whole
is
lot is
fired
here.
up.
Gaz is here. My mum's here. Kaito from Japan is predicting a draw.
Oh, no way. No draw, mate.
Grant providing the longs. Exactly. Alaran knows. If you know, you know. Prediction. Newton, I think I picked the Blues. And Josh, it is very good having footy back. Nov Mum, the stadium looks empty. They tend to fill up only... Oh, God, that's not a very good crowd, is it? It always looks worse at the Cake Tin because of the big yellow seats.
Yep.
But that's not a great crowd, is it?
No, not really.
Last night's crowd looked better. Oh, Big Will is along. Hey, Big Will.
G'day, Big Will.
Big Will's just sent me $10 Aussie, so thank you very much, sir. First beer is on you, as you mentioned yesterday.
I love Big Will. He's good. The Manukau
Cheers,
play.
brother. Hope you're going well. Hope your missus is back out and about, firing fit. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Hello, Big Will.
What's my margin? I will have to have a look. Tyrone, domestic cup started again. Yeah, I heard there's that preparation comp going on in South Africa, but I haven't seen any of it as yet. I'll have to see if I can catch some. I'm getting it right. My first note is not the best crowd. Is anything else going on in Wellington today? I picked the Blues by 3, so I was picking it to be pretty close.
Taking his kids out.
Artie Savia and his brother are going out for his 100th test. Looks like Artie's kid's there as well. Does Caleb Clark disrespect Julian by having an awesome game? No, he does not. Big Will says, up the Manukau Rovers. Manukau Rovers.
Tell them there's 5 clubs in Auckland that have pulled out.
He would have heard you. 6 a.m. here. Now I know how you feel with the European matches. Dean, get your coffee. Wipe that sleep out your eyes. Slap in the face a little bit. See if you can wake up. I know the feeling. Took me a second to see that C on the can. I know. If you take the C off this can, It's an unfortunate name. Yeah.
I love that, Mark.
Grant is doubling down. Benjamin wants you to say hello to him. Hello, Benjamin. I'm assuming you're Grant's son. Cheers to you, Benjamin. Hello, Ben.
Oh, not Paul Williams.
I hope you're having a good afternoon, man.
Oh, God. Look, he's the ref.
Tell your dad to go out and buy you something nice later. But thank you, brother. Thank you, Grant. We have not kicked off yet, but I will let you guys know. Barrett is still in Japan. Yes, he is. We've only got one Barrett in this game. Tama says, go the Canes. Come on, man. Kenneth just finished the double feature. New York in the house. Game has just kicked off. We are at 10 seconds right about now. In case I'm ahead of you, feel free to put me on pause to make up the time difference. Victor in France. Good morning, brother. Blues with some early ball. Caleb Clark looking dangerous early. That's what we like to see.
Absolutely.
Come on, Blues.
See what we got from the Blues. Come on, guys. Going through a few
what
phases.
The Hurricanes are made of.
We are 45 seconds in. Black's taking the ball to the line. He may have left it exposed a bit there. And sure enough, the Canes have won a penalty.
Yep.
That didn't look good. Don't have to read this out loud. We now have the holy trinity of beers. Brains, which is the Welsh beer. This one, if you take off the C, is the ass. So you got the brains, you got the ass. And believe it or not, the beer from Taiwan is called Long Dong. So you got brains, ass, and a Long Dong. Happy days. In Chinese, it's something about an Eastern dragon, I think. But
okay.
it's an unfortunate, what do you call it, transliteration?
Come down on ground. Come on, I hate this high stuff. Go down.
They got to show off the drone, Gazza. They got a big old drone up there.
I understand that.
Who's captain for the Canes, Newton? It is Artie Savia in his 100th match. Already Patrick Tuipulotu looks a bit uncomfortable, which is disconcerting.
Hand or
Finger.
Maybe a dislocated finger or something. Raymond from South Africa, do enjoy your viz. Thank you, Raymond. What's the update on the preparation games from South Africa? I didn't see any of them as yet. Let's go TJ Petanada. Oh no, wait, Kenneth, yeah, he's in Japan alongside Bodie. Dragon Cave, there you go. Thank you.
Jackson Garden Bishop.
Alright, Hurricanes line out. We're at 1 minute and 38. And secured for the Hurricanes.
Oh,
The bus just ran over Eklund by the look of things.
God, the bus.
Been a Blues fan since 2010. Good man. It's not always the easiest team to support, but we'll get there. We can't be too far away from having a good team, I reckon. Maybe. I have nightmares about Jackson Garden Bishop, says Big Will. Yeah. Jackson Garden Bishop has let us down before if you're on the Hurricanes side. Hurricanes concede a penalty. Blues ball. Don't know why, but Stan is out by 30 seconds every game. When you say out by 30 seconds, you mean like delayed? Grant's been a Blues fan since 2020. Well, we'll take you, man. We'll take you. Doesn't matter when you start.
We need all the fans we can get.
We'll take all the fans we can get. Yep.
All right.
Yep. If you all get Barrett back, do you think you could smash the Crusaders? I don't think Barrett would be enough to be the difference in beating the Crusaders.
I agree.
He would certainly add something, but I don't think he would be the difference. If you guys can ever pick up the commentary on the microphone, do let me know, because I'm wary of Sansa's ever watchful eye. That pass look forward.
That's forward.
Surely that's forward. Maybe we'll see a captain's call here if we score a try. Nah. We didn't see any captain's challenges in last night's game. Oh, God, Papali'i. Maybe now they'll captain's challenge and go back for the forward pass. If I was the Canes here, I'd be going back for the forward pass.
Definitely.
Grant was born in Auckland. There you go. That's full. Surely that looks forward out the hands, man. Come on.
Looked it.
That's
Come
definitely
on. Ian, if you have a VPN, you should be able to get onto Stan Sport, which is the Aussie service. They do a free 1-month trial if you're able to jump on some Aussie service. Who threw that loose pass? I missed that. Blues forward pass.
Oh, they obviously haven't challenged.
They haven't challenged that, bro. I would have. Come on. I
They
would have
only get
challenged
10
that.
seconds, don't they?
Yeah, so that's surely long gone, but what the hell? Unless they didn't think it looked forward?
Maybe camera angles.
Well,
Maybe.
the linesman
You can
was
hear the
there.
commentary. I'll turn it down just one more. Game time is at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Papali'i gets the try.
They saved it, then they gave it away.
Yeah, they did. Papali'i, they're showing him scoring the try. I'm kind of more keen to see the pass in the lead up, but oh well. Oh, I need to write it on the board. 7-0 Blues.
Who was the guy that threw the pass for the Hurricanes?
Yeah.
Oh, knocked it on.
5 minutes in, Blues are 7-0 up. Although Mapi,
Oh, look out, look
him
out,
and
look
Savia,
out. Oh.
Julian, looked dangerous from their first few carries. Yeah, the review time is genuinely up. There goes Almua. He's a big
Oh,
ball
look at
runner.
Almua,
Bloody
look at
hell.
Oh, there's a try.
Oh, that could be a try.
Nah, I reckon he was tackled and then got back up to ground.
Double movement. at least.
Surely, you can't get up.
No.
You can't get back up.
Gee, there was pretty weak defence by the Blues.
It was, but he was tackled, man.
Yeah.
You can't get back up.
No.
Even if you can see that white line, you get that white line fever.
Yeah, he's looking. He's looking.
He's got to be looking.
Brendan Pickerel.
On-field try, come on. That can't be on-field try. Bula Rithik in Fiji. And Nice Foods says there's a forward pass way back. I thought so as well. But I am a Blues fan, so I'm biased. Are you watching Harvey Norman Super Rugby AU? I did watch last night's game. I will watch the game later tonight as well. But then I got to get up early to watch the Six Nations, so it's a whole lot of rugby this weekend. Taking a long time to get this TMO thing sorted.
Here you go.
Talmatene, has he knocked it on? Chicken?
It's hard to see.
Can't see anything
The
from there.
Camera angles too.
Doesn't look like he knocked it
The
on.
camera angles too.
That doesn't look like much of anything.
No.
Now they want to look for the potential second movement. What are they? Come on, man, get on with it. This looks fine, right?
It looks fine.
Can't you turn the volume up a bit? God, no, I can't. I'll get my video removed. They've busted me on that once before. Not on YouTube, but only on Facebook. Glad Artie didn't challenge. Advantage was played. We stuffed it up. Fair try. Yeah, you might be right, man. You might be right. Right, let's have a look. Oh, Moore, he puts the head down. He busts through the first tackle. I don't think...
Well, maybe he wasn't tackled.
Well, he was tackled.
How did he
Oh, maybe...
Look, he was tackled there.
But is anybody... He's on his knees, which
Yeah.
should mean it's a tackle,
He's on
right?
his knees twice. Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
I
bit,
don't know.
that's
I don't
a
know
bit
the rules
doubtful,
for that.
actually.
Don't know the rules.
Well,
Rugby Pass is not showing. Rugby Pass, you've got to buy an extra thing to get it.
Okay. He's going to award this.
Not tackled. Okay. Okay.
It's a bit like a Sevu Reece try last night.
Not tackled. No. Knock on. Kane's
Not
try.
held, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I think there was enough to challenge it there, though.
Well, he didn't challenge because the
The TMO was already looking at.
The line
If you
was
challenge
already-
it,
I realise that.
if you challenge it, it's going to be the TMO looking
Some
at it again.
referees wouldn't have given that.
See, there was bad defence.
so
Yeah,
he
defence was
down
pretty
twice,
weak, to be
yeah.
fair.
Oh well, it's history now.
Yep.
And here we go. Oh, Geordie's kicking, not Jackson Garden Bishop. Okay.
Ah.
He's covering first five as well.
But he's not held well on his knees. Yeah, I guess.
He's a really strong player, Moore. He does that all the time, breaking tackles.
Moore is a bit of a unit, it's true.
Yeah, low gravity, eh?
Yep, he can get real low.
Come on, charge.
And he has
He has
missed
shanked
it.
He's missed it.
Missed it just wide. So 5 points to 7.
Gee, 1, 2, 3, 4. He beat 4 Blues there.
Nobody held him.
McDonald
Bad
won't be happy
defence.
with that. They should have
Bad
stopped him.
defence.
They should have.
No point challenging if the TMO is already promoting view. Exactly right. Yeah. What's the TMO going to do? Like, contest their own first call? Yeah, not likely, eh? Did I watch the Reds and Rebels last night? I did. I did watch it. And I'll just lump the Aussie games together for a review video later if I can remember what happened. But yeah,
The Reds were lucky, eh?
the Reds were very lucky to get away with it at the death. Scotland game postponed is brutal. It is. But that's a no-win situation, that one, with the COVID cases with the French camp. Yeah, pretty bad. Speaking of the Reds, did Haircut get a haircut? Haircut did get a haircut. Where's Grant Schwartz when we need him? Doesn't matter if you're on your knees, hit the ground, no one tackled him. Yeah, he did seem to just kind of bounce back, because nobody was on him.
Pass it.
Oh, is that a bit of obstruction? Come on. That's bad execution. Talmatena has given Rico a bit of grief for the obstruction.
That was pretty. No, that was pretty minor.
We'll have a look if they have a replay. Has he found touch?
Yep.
Oh, what a kick.
See, he should have passed it then instead of going
Oh,
for the
yeah.
tackle.
You should have
He
passed
should
it.
have
I
flung
think
it
there
out.
was a bit of miscommunication there. Interestingly. You can tell Amua was a 12 in his previous life. He is a bit of a unit. Time check, Scooter. We are at 9 minutes. 9 minutes. The Hurricanes have got the ball just outside the Blues 22. Lousy crowd, Wellington. I agree, Jordan. It's a bit of a stinker. I'm not sure if anything else is going on in Wellington or if there's bad weather. It doesn't look like it. Oh, not Amur again.
Oh man, that guy.
Man.
He's like a torpedo.
Kick through from Laumape. Vavita's not going to have the pace. It's going to go dead.
Amur's dangerous.
Do I think Caleb Clark's going to score? Not the minute. Maybe later.
What's the new rule for when it goes dead?
If you kick it dead, it's the same as it was before. It's if you kick it into the in goal and then the opposition force it down,
Force
then
it
they've
down,
got to
then
drop
drop
it
it.
from their own goal
I
line,
see.
not from the 22.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one's the same as normal.
Okay.
The Aussie rules are slightly different. They've got a 50-20 which is like league.
Yeah. What's the league's one's called? Something 40?
40-20.
40-20?
Yeah.
We got the 660 Saturdays on tonight. Okay. Still early days in this game, yep. Only 2 points in it, or 10 minutes and 40 seconds in. Neither side's really been able to get a heap of momentum, but we will see. Petafeta puts boots a ball. Just outside the 22. Geordie's going to kick it back. Geordie's just jumped over Sam Knock, but he has knocked it on. We'll likely have a scrum here, I would say, unless the Blues can do something with the advantage. Cross kick.
Oh.
Nah, back for the scrum. Back for the scrum. Stan Sport's way behind you. You can always pause me if I'm dropping spoilers, man. I do hate to be dropping the spoilers. For such a tackle busting unit, Lamape sure likes putting in those grubbers. Tomo, yeah, I think he's been told to, eh?
He's told to, yeah.
I think he's been under instructions from the All Blacks to better his distribution. So he passes and kicks a lot more than he used to.
And his kicking. I think him and Caleb Clark have both been told to do it. He's a threat though, that guy.
As a Glasgow fan, a Scotland fan, I can only watch rugby over here, so I can't watch Super Rugby at 6 a.m. over here in Glasgow. But damn, Super Rugby got some nice kits. The away ones are looking pretty ordinary, but the home ones look pretty decent. Is this the first?
I thought they might have started Jonathan Ruru tonight, but not off the bench.
Oh, we don't want Ruru.
He got 3 tries last week, eh?
Oh, did he in the preseason?
Yep.
Doesn't count for much, does it?
No, not really. Gonna reset that scrum. Italy's gonna beat Ireland, says Scott, in the Six Nations. That would be a heck of a result.
That's a big call, isn't it?
Yeah. Italy have lost, I think it's close to 30 games in a row in the Six Nations. They haven't won for years.
They shouldn't even be in the competition.
They're playing a bunch of their young guys though at the moment. They look like, I don't know, they don't look too far off the pace. Their defence is still pretty bad.
I don't think Italy's ever done any good in the Six Nations, have they? Not that I can remember. God.
They've finished a few times.
I think they beat Scotland once or twice, haven't they?
How about that pink on the Rebels shorts? Yeah, with the V for Victoria. It looked like a rugby league kit. I bought the new Chiefs alternate jersey that you rated last. Okay. How is it? I haven't seen them in stores yet, actually, but I haven't been doing much shopping. This game doesn't quite have the same hiss and a roar that it did last night. It's been a little bit error-ridden, but we've got 2 tries, so that is what it is. Need to get rid of that Edinburgh kit you got. I do have a Glasgow one, so it's even Stevens. Italy are playing good rugby even if they're still losing. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, maybe a false dawn, but they do seem to be kind of building at the moment anyway. How come all the guys have got their shirts tucked in this game?
Yeah.
Caleb Clark's got his shirt tucked in. Talmatini's got his shirt tucked in. Laumapi's got his shirt tucked in. You never see players with their shirts tucked in.
I wonder if they've been told to.
Maybe. The Rebels kit looks like our age grade Victoria kit was. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Have they got the same jersey as last year?
I think they've got a different away jersey. I haven't seen their home jersey yet because they haven't played in it. Still waiting on All Black Shop. Told you it's just shipped. Okay, next time let us know how it is. Morning from France. Up the Canes, Victoria. Come on, Blues. Surely, Blues. This game's pretty stop-start, people.
It is.
King Yami says it's been a slow game so far, and he's not wrong. Change the sponsors from Investec to Sky. Yeah, I guess it's fine. They've got Dettol as a sponsor. I guess of all the companies which have gotten a ton more money since the pandemic, companies like Dettol, who sell disinfectants, are probably doing pretty well. That's probably why they're able to throw some of that sponsorship money out there. It's a good thing. It's an intentional throwback to Victorian grassroots rugby. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Isaac, man, long time no see. It hasn't been a great game so far, to be honest. The refs are a wee bit whistle happy, and there's not been a whole bunch of continuity. There's been 2 tries, but other than that, I wouldn't say it's anything too flash. Garrett, have you finished that episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
I turned it off.
Oh, good man.
And I really full fight.
I'm watching the rugby at the moment, but you can come watch it as well if you like.
Come over here.
It's the Blues and the Hurricanes.
Come over here. Watch.
We have a practice.
Who do you think's going to win?
I think the Blues.
Good man. We'll keep you.
You want to come and sit over
Is it
here?
because
Watch.
the Blues have 7?
The Blues do have 7, you're right.
Come over here if you want to.
The big V as in Victorian is symbol more common in the AFL. Okay. I just remember league jerseys when I was growing up always had like a V. All the league jerseys seem to. Well, Victoria, if he'd
Go, Kayla. Oh.
Oh,
knock on. If he'd said the Hurricanes, there might have been trouble.
He always hurt himself too.
he's alright.
That's a good break.
That's it. I'll cash out my Bitcoin, buy the Blues, and have 2 cents rugby on their shirts. Good man. Oh, he knocked it on big time, didn't he? Dettol is Johnson & Johnson, who are a major pharmaceutical company who have come out with the cheapest COVID-19 vaccine in America. Is that right? They should
Does it work though?
probably ask if they should go for the 90. I don't know if he remembers that. What do you think the team should do? Should they go for a penalty or for a try or
Penalty.
penalty?
Because you get 3.
You get 3 points for a penalty. Man, you know your stuff.
Good job.
Order a Bristol jersey yet? Nah, Scott, I haven't got myself a Bristol jersey as yet. Their jerseys are bloody expensive. I try to buy them cheap, which is why I can buy so many. I'd rather have 3 $50 jerseys than one $150 jersey, put it that way.
Williams.
Paul
He's
Williams.
bloody average. He really is.
Matt says,
Hell,
cheers
we're
from
giving
Florida.
these
Wish we
games
could
on
watch the
there,
game in
here,
the
on
States. Yeah, Matt, the only suggestion I've got, I've said it to a few people, and a few people have told me it works, is if you have a VPN, you can sign up to Stan, which is this provider in Australia. They're doing a 1-month free trial. So a few people have told me it works. I mean, I would never usually encourage that, maybe, but if there's no official broadcaster in the US, I wouldn't blame you for giving it a crack. Hoop jerseys were too expensive for league clubs and they broke away from Union, which is why they put the V graphic, which is cheaper to make. I never knew that.
He's starting to frustrate me.
As a woman, I can fit into a 14-year-old youth jersey size if I can get them on special at Rebel or Sterling at the end of the season. Nice. Yep. I always get them at the end of the season when they are cheaper. I'm going to close the curtain because it is shining right into my face.
those ones close too.
No, that's all right. No worries, Batman. Give it a try. A few people have said it works, so if you've got a VPN, it's worth a crack anyway. James, how many minutes gone? We're at 20 minutes and 40 seconds. It started with a proper hiss and a roar, 2 tries in the first kind of 6 or 7 minutes, and now
It's meandering.
it is meandering a wee bit. Blues with a line-out set play, which turns out to be give it to Akira and let him run it. Blues are like 7 meters out from the Hurricanes line. I don't know if anyone's gone kind of more than 5 or 6 phases, and geez, the Blues have not done it either because the Canes have won a turnover. Jack's picking the Canes by 1. Doom Talinga says we'll give it a go to see. Yeah, a few people in Canada and the States have said it's worked for them. So, like I said, if you're in North America, ESPN's not carrying it. Just go with what you can find. How is it light over there, Ian? Yeah, man, it's what? 7:30? The sun's not quite gone down yet, but it's just above the horizon. Hence why it was shining right in my face. Small, extra small men's cuts fit great, but not so on the hips. Fair enough.
Jesus, did they go forward?
Oh, another knock on. She's messy, people. This game's a messy one. Wish we get some Super Rugby on TV
That
in
was
the
actually,
UK.
both those were actually backwards.
Looked like it was backwards.
They were backwards.
Are there still crowds at these games or half capacity? James, I don't believe there's any restrictions on ticket sales. It seems to be just a fairly poorly attended game, which is a bit disappointing. What is the drink for tonight? Tech, it is Cass, which, as people have pointed out, if I'm covering the sea, looks more like that, which is a great look for a beer.
Yes.
Would buy more jerseys, but I'm never sure on the size in Canterbury. Is the size bigger than Nike? Others are all over the place. Laurent, you're right, man. And sometimes even the same manufacturers, if they're
There goes the bus.
if they're made in a different factory, can be all over the shop.
Yep.
I've got, I think is it an Adidas from South Africa, and it's quite different from one made in somewhere else, somewhere in Asia.
Julian Severe's beating people tonight.
Yeah, Julian Xavier does look pretty fired up. That's true, Gaza.
Apparently he's at peak fitness area.
How old is he now?
30.
30. Okay. Come on.
Is it the second coming of Julian Severe?
Oh, I wish him the best. Like, he used to be phenomenal, but he
Yeah, he was.
just kind of went off the pace when he hit his mid to late 20s. I used to get real rugby kits, but I use DHgate for my kits now. I just need to be careful with it, but it's cheaper. Yeah, I did buy one for a review. I bought one fake kit, and it was shocking, but there's a real mixture. I try to get them second-hand if I want them cheap. I've got quite a few second-hand ones. You can get them for way less, and nobody knows it's second-hand unless you tell them.
We just about lost it there. Come on, kick it. Don't muck around with it. Just get rid of it.
This beer tastes like Cass is indeed true.
Oh God, here we go.
Flat, maybe? Oh, God, the handling in this game.
Terrible.
Is it that greasy?
Oh man.
Terrible.
Is it really that greasy? Like last night's
Man,
game,
if he had caught that could have been a try.
last night the Reds and the Rebels, it was pretty greasy as well, but it was like 36 degrees or something stupid over there, so you can kind of understand it being, humid and sweaty. Like the guys' jerseys, you could see them were drenched, but doesn't seem to be any reason for it tonight, eh?
Not really.
It's Wellington, which is hardly Queensland weather.
That could have been dangerous, I think, if he had got that.
Rugby is the only context where you're allowed to say the phrase, the bus ran someone over with a smile on your face. That's true. That's true.
What's he looking at? Oh, come on.
Both teams suck, says Nice Food Takeaways, and that's probably pretty fair. At the moment, both teams are kind of not setting the world alight. Really want to remember that vid at the Macron store. It's Glasgow, £93 for a Scotland kit. Bloody hell, that's expensive.
You need to win lotto.
You kind of do need to win lotto, like I said. That's why you buy second hand or end of seasons. Hello, out of curiosity, do you have a team you support in the Mitre 10? What team do we support in the Mitre 10, people?
Auckland.
Auckland. Samuel says, hi 2 cents and Gaza.
G'day, how are you?
My mum's here as well.
Oh, I don't know what to make of this game.
Reds v Rebels, despite the penalty count, was a terrific spectacle of attacking rugby and thrilling moments. I thought it kind of built well to the climax. I wasn't that fussed about the first half, but it definitely built as the game went on, I thought.
Well, this one needs to do something.
Yeah, this one does need to do
Neither of
something.
these teams will beat the Crusaders the way they're playing.
No, terrible.
I signed up to watch rugby. Why am I being shown a contact version of hot potato? Yeah, it is kind of like a hot potato, man. Victoria supports Counties. Alex supports Hawke's Bay. No, not the Magpies. Got my Scotland kit for over 50% off a few months after the World Cup ended. Yeah, I always look for end of season specials, man. End of season is always the way to get it done. I think Scrafton's come in where he wasn't supposed to come in from. So the Blues have got a penalty. Might as well have a crack. No, they're going to get the penalty. Howdy from Texas. Let's go to the Blues. Good man. Quasi, it is the Blues up against the Hurricanes. We're playing in Wellington in front of a pretty average crowd.
They're getting an average game, so
That's right, true. And maybe there's a reason the people didn't go, because there's not much of a spectacle on.
that's right.
Tama is a fan of the Mako. Rio is a fan of Waikato Bear Plenty. Banjo is also a Chiefs and Waikato supporter. Not those bloody cowbells, man. Gazza used to take me to the rugby all the time as a kid. I hated when we played Waikato because of those bloody cowbells. Simon's Bay of Plenty. Roses are red, violets are blue. I cry myself to sleep because I support Manawatu. That's probably about right. The Turbos. Another penalty.
Someone's going to get a yellow card soon.
What do you do here, Blues? Do you go line out again, or do you scrum
line
it?
out again, yep. Line out again.
Go the Mulu men. Clap, clap for Dan Carter. Yeah, hell of a career, that guy. What do I think the Chiefs are going to do? It's hard to say. The Chiefs are a bit of an unknown quantity. I think they'll do better than last season, but that's not saying much. Yeah.
I think they'll be quite good.
Mighty Mulus whited up a bush. That's Heartland, that one.
Heartland, yeah.
There's no yellow yet, man. We're just waiting to see. But the penalty count, it's been a couple down the red zone for the Canes at the moment.
And is he going to have a shot?
Looks like it.
Oh, that's a bit of a let off if they go for a shot here.
Who's he jumping across Blackwell or Scrafton? Oh,
Blackwell.
Blackwell, yep.
I've counted 5 times my son has called out to me from outside while you're watching the rugby.
Is he outside, is he?
Nov Mum's got her son outside and he keeps calling to her while she's trying to watch the rugby. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. About 5 minutes before this game, me and my son were having a battle with cardboard, like spears and swords, to try and tire him out so he'd have a chill time before the rugby. Right, scrum time.
Let's go. Come on, big push.
I reckon the Blues, the Blues scrum in the early scrums has looked to have the edge, so... Oh, no. That was ambitious.
Yeah, we got a penalty here.
Yeah. Go again. Don't go for the 3.
Oh, he's given them another warning. I think McDonald's happy that
What game will be better, Ireland, Italy, or England, Wales? I think probably England, Wales should be a pretty tight one. I can't imagine Ireland not beating Italy, but you never know.
they'll beat Italy.
Stranger things have happened.
Some of these teams here would beat Italy, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Crusaders.
It's
would
amazing
beat
how
Italy.
cardboard boxes can keep kids entertained. Indeed.
Here we go.
Short. Come on.
Here we go. Have faith.
Come on, guys. This is where the Blues of old would knock it on. After going about, oh, they got advantage again. If they don't score, there might be somebody in trouble from the Canes here. I think this will be a yellow. They might have been better off letting in the try, to be fair.
He's gone to his pocket.
Blackwell.
Yep. Had to come. Could see it coming.
Yep. Cardboard, hello, child. What is the strange magic? I know. My son's got like Lego to play with. He's got, I don't know what else, balls and
Toys
bats
galore.
and Transformers toys, all stuff that we've bought over the years. And the other day we bought a vacuum. And he's just in love with the box, the bloody vacuum, and then very upset when the box broke. You got toys galore, but a vacuum box.
It's kids for your son.
That is kids. Do any of the 2 Cents family have a favourite player? I would say, Cabbage Patch, my mum's favourite player of all time, if we're talking retired as well, it would be one Carlos Spencer.
Yes.
Carlos Spencer. Toffee Pop ad. If you guys haven't seen it, this game's pretty slow. Open another tab on your browser. Google Carlos Spencer Toffee Pop ad.
That's not why I like him.
Go on.
He was just a good player. I liked him before the ad.
Toffee Pop ad.
That was rubbish. Mind you, he was good in the ad.
He was good in the ad. Gaz's favourite player. I'm not sure. Who's your favourite player, Gaz, of all time?
Oh,
It's hard to pick one, isn't it?
well, probably the Colin Leeds.
Oh, yeah. He's a legend.
But there's many others that gone pretty close. Richie McCaw, Dan Carter, David Barrett. They're all brilliant players. Probably Colin Meads from the past era, and probably Dan Carter, Bowden Barrett from the modern era. Richie McCaw, I mean, it's really hard to say.
Michael Jones, James. Michael Jones.
Suzanne Brook, Muck Shufford, they're all fantastic players.
Caleb, man, good to see you as well.
Come on.
The execution's just not there. He had to stand and wait for that pass.
Yeah.
The Blues just had a scrum. They went blindside to Rico, but he had to stand and wait. He couldn't hit the ball at pace, so the Canes' defence was all over him. It's been a bit average. The execution's not quite there.
Never turned it over.
Mark said that would happen.
Man.
He said they were going to bung it on the line. I mean, they've got a guy in the bin. We have to score, they've got a guy in the bin.
Doesn't look like it.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Paul Williams as a referee, but I think basically he was correct in that call there.
For the love of Richie, not that ad. Guess old Carlos was the Sonny Bill equivalent of his days. Maybe. Maybe, yeah.
Who's your favourite player?
I was always kind of partial to Grant Fox, actually, because he came to my school when I was a
He
kid.
was good.
Yeah, he came to my school when I was a kid and gave a talk, and he was a really good guy and played for an Auckland team when I was growing up that were pretty good, so probably Grant Fox.
Well, they played in the Auckland era when Auckland was really good.
Good, yeah.
That's right.
John Kerwin and all those guys.
You never knew what Carlos was going to do.
That's true. Whereas Grant Fox was rather predictable.
He was, yes, he was.
Yeah, and Carlos Spencer was out of left field.
He
Yes.
was cheeky.
Finally got my stream working. What's the clock, Victoria? I'm at 35:30 at the minute. John Lomu was the biggest rugby player that I saw. He was brutal on the pitch. Yep, big unit of a man. I've told some people before, but it was a bit sad. I saw him probably...
Oh, yeah, we saw him down at the markets.
It would have been either the year he died or maybe the year before.
Year before.
And he looked old and
Sick.
yeah. He looked really in bad shape. We saw him at the local night market when we were having dinner.
I think it was terrible what happened to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he looked really, really unwell. He was with his wife and his kids, but he did not look good at all.
It was really sad.
Toffee Pop's ad was very funny. Yep. Gotta share that joy wherever I can, Marius. Gotta share that joy.
Who's your favourite
Grant
overseas
was
player?
small. Favourite overseas player?
I like that
Shit.
halfback. That halfback in South Africa. What was his name? He passed away.
Oh,
John.
Used Van der Westhuizen.
Yeah, John. Oh, yeah, I loved him. He was great. Van der Westhuizen, yeah. Joe Naloma went and saw him not long.
While he was...
While he was sick. I saw that program. Gee, that was really emotional.
Oh, John Eales is pretty good, yeah. Do you know John Eales' nickname? Nobody.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Because nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
So his name must be Nobody.
Oh my God.
Because he's the lock who can kick goals.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, he is.
That always amazed me.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
Yeah. Cheslin Colby's pretty good, man. If you want pure entertainment value, Cheslin Colby.
Christian
winger.
Cullen, he
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah,
Jeff Wilson, we had a lot of great players.
Cheslin's Colby's. He's playing first five for his team this weekend.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Yeah. It's madness.
Christian Cullen was great, wasn't he?
Yeah, Cullen was great.
Wilson.
Dwayne
Jeff
Vermeulen. Jerry Collins. Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Collins was good. He did a really good thing in the All Black Wales match where Jarvis went down and he had his mouth guard trapped in his mouth and he pulled it out.
Was
I
that
think that game was in Hamilton
Was
when
that-
the All Blacks played Wales.
was that Tana?
Sorry?
Was that Tana Umaga
Where?
that pulled the mouth guard out? I feel like it was Tana. That's a hell of a
Might have
penalty.
been.
Geordie Barrett's just struck a huge
Goal.
penalty that's put the Canes in front, despite them being a man down. This is not
Not good.
from the Blues, unfortunately.
Big second half by the Blues. Maybe.
Met Artie at the airport a few years ago. He had a bit of a chat with a great guy. A word of advice for me was to learn Spanish if I was going to watch the APs play in Argentina. Oh, fair call.
Remember we saw Dan Carter at the airport when we went to Australia when we
Yeah,
came back.
that's true. We have seen Dan Carter at the airport. I left him alone.
Yep. we
He
left him alone.
seemed to be pretty busy.
No, I'm not going to score from that. I ain't going to score from that.
Well, you'd hope not.
Bloody hell, there's only 2.5 minutes.
Pass it. Oh, he's good to Leah, but he should have passed it. Kick it out.
Sam, you're right, man. Good to see you. Geordie straight back into it with that long kick.
Get it out.
James Lowe comes to my club a lot. All Irish players of smaller club, they're affiliated with
Oh,
Lowe.
we saw him down at College Rifles.
Yeah.
James
Goes
Lowe.
to some underage games. Yeah. Gazza and I saw James Lowe at a local club rugby game here. I think one of his mates was playing.
Yeah.
He was in a moon boot because he'd had a leg injury while playing for the Chiefs, and he was just there supporting his mates. So he seems to just love his bloody rugby, man.
But he was pretty friendly, eh?
Yeah, he was talking to everybody that talked to him, so...
Here comes another kick.
Not the most impressive half from the Blues, you gotta say.
Yes, you
You're
are right. Are they missing Bowden Barrett? Who knows?
How long's he played for them? How many games has he played
They
for them?
played about 6 or 7.
Oh, for goodness sake. How can they be missing him? He's only been there 5 minutes.
Okay, boss.
This is
Oh, they should have got it out.
Banjo, I'm watching on Sky here in New Zealand. Sky Sport New Zealand, that is.
We better not lose this game.
not
Have you
what
been
we
keeping
do.
up to date with the Japanese league? The scorelines are absolutely outrageous. I haven't seen any this week. I know Bowden Barrett's team won by like 70 odd, well, they scored 70 odd points last
Did
week.
they? Really?
Yeah.
Is he going to get this dawn?
Lomu played for the Blues. He did. He also played for the Hurricanes and he
Hurricanes.
played for the Chiefs for
Chiefs,
1
yeah.
year.
Counties.
Yeah.
Him and Joelle Vinderi.
Yeah. Johnny Wilkinson, greatest 10 of all time. I would say Dan probably had a more all-round game than Johnny.
Johnny was good.
But Johnny worked very, very hard. I've seen his some biographical story of his from when he was just up and coming, like when he just debuted for England. What a kick. Unbelievable. Geordie Barrett.
Yeah, Johnny Wilkinson had a really good work ethic, didn't he?
Oh, he did.
He was brilliant.
In that story I watched of him, when he was only like, I don't know, 21 or something,
Yeah.
he'd signed a professional contract, so he's getting paid. And all his rugby mates were like, come on, come to the pub, you know, come have a drink, we'll go. He's just like, nah, and he's got to kick.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't go until he, like, kicked it from left sideline, like from the, from like a third of the way in, from halfway, from the other side. He would have to get them all, and only then would he go.
Wow.
It's like not many people have that kind of determination.
Yeah, good
Not
work
at all.
But apparently Richie McCaw was like that.
Yeah.
Like, he was never the biggest or the strongest, but he would, like, even when he was a kid, he would just run. He would just, out on the farm, he would just run just so he could get his work rate. Yeah, big heart,
The South
basically.
Africans loved Richie McCaw, eh?
Yeah. Looks like we're in for a long year again. Looking crap, says Josh. Yeah, this has not been a pleasing first half, Josh. Most hated team in New Zealand. I would have said the Blues, but nowadays it's probably the Crusaders. The Blues aren't really worth hating because they haven't been good enough to bother worrying about. I think it was the better All Blacks, 87, 2011 or 2015. I think 2015 was probably the most dominant team we've had, man. They were all round very, very good. But then again, it's hard to compare 87 with 2015 because, God, man, the size of the guys in 2015, they're monsters. Remember Terry Wright playing for the All Blacks? How big was he? He was tiny.
He was
I met Terry Wright
skinny little
I met Terry Wright when he played for Ponsonby. He was a really nice guy. I think he's an accountant, Terry Wright. He was at Redco for a while, yeah. Came in and did a bit of work there.
Oh, Quasi, mate. Cheers, buddy. For the super sticker, I shall finish my beer. Thank you, buddy. Hope you're going good, bro. Appreciate that. What if you get a copyright strike for that reflection of the whiteboard? I just saw that, so I moved it. God. Big Will, man. Frustrating first half. Indeed. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Adi Savi is beyond class, says Star Leo. Indeed. He's very good. Up the Canes. Crusaders are the most hated in New Zealand. Yeah, I think a lot of that's envy, to be honest. The Crusaders are just too bloody good. Everyone wants them to lose.
Tony Brown wasn't happy, was he?
Laran's asking if Terry Wright played for Marist.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He played with John Kerwin. They were both Marist boys. So was Zinzan Brook. So was Robin Brook.
Who did the Wettons play for?
Grammar.
Shouting out from England, Wales might just about send us to the gulag. I'm looking forward to that game, man. That's on tomorrow morning my time, so when I wake up tomorrow, watch some Six Nations. Right, halftime stats. Run meters, 157 to 163, so that's pretty bloody even. To the Blues, possession, 45-55. Territory, 43-57. Also to the Blues. How many knock-ons have we had? 8 knock-ons. God. I mean, there's only 40 minutes. So to have 8 knock-ons in 40 minutes,
It's pretty bad.
that's a pretty high rate of knocking on. Goodness me. Penalties conceded is 8 to 7. So if you add, 8 penalties to the Hurricanes, plus 8 knock-ons is 16, plus 7 penalties conceded by the Blues. That's a lot of stoppages. A lot. Hit the like button. Yes, guys, do that as always. As always, it always helps. Gazza, have you been keeping up with the cricket? Big V8 show is asking.
A little bit. The Black Caps won the first one easy. The second one was really close. I think the Aussies must be due for a win or a pretty close one pretty soon.
That's right. Artie's criminal with all those steals. I know, man. I know.
Geordie Barrett.
Geordie Barrett with those kicks as well, man.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating.
Solomon, it's half time now. It is half time. Players were stockier back in 2015. They're leaner now, but somehow bigger on average. I mean, Namani Ndolo is allowed to exist. Yeah, he's a big unit. He can kick goals as well, which is weird enough. Who's the better kicker? Geordie or Bodie? Geordie's been in pretty good kicking form in recent times anyways.
Yeah.
Particularly long range.
He's the Reece Hodge of New Zealand. I heard Reece Hodge had kicked the big one last night.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He's a good player, that guy. He's consistent. He's not spectacular, but he's solid and consistent.
Hardly saw any phases being built. Yeah, I wish you could see a stat. Oh, maybe they'll show it. If there's there's a stat which some websites do, which is like number of times you broke like 8 phases or 5 phases. I would say very few in this game. Very few. It's been a couple of phases turnover, a couple of phases knock on, a couple of phases conceded penalty. That standing start for Rico was just brutal there. No wonder we got turned over.
Was that Rico or Pafetta?
I think it was Rico who caught the ball. Adrian, man, good morning. Good morning.
I think McDonald will be a little bit brassed off, actually.
Yeah, their attackers look pretty blunt. Did you know Rico played 10 when he was younger? I did not.
Oh, really?
I did not know that.
I didn't know
How early are we talking? We're talking like school days? Porrick, good morning, man. How is it, buddy? Neither side is producing any pressure to build up any phase play. Yep. Yeah, there's been, like I said, 7 penalties against the Hurricanes. Sorry, 8. 7 penalties against the Blues and 8 knock-ons. That's a lot of stop, start, stop, start, stop, start.
Yep.
Nothing much going on.
Paul Williams is not the greatest referee, but we can't really criticise him for that, I suppose.
Only the Blues could blow that 5-metre scrum. Yeah, we looked to be going forward and went nowhere. Yeah. You could argue the 95 All Black side were better or on par with 2015. How that 95 team didn't win a World Cup is beyond me, says James.
The 96 team was...
Yeah.
That was a good side, that side. They were
Yeah.
real good. They lost the last test, but boy, they played some really good rugby.
Do you feel the talent pool for the Lions is weaker this year than there had been for previous tours? Don't know. There's still class guys in most positions.
Yeah, they're strong.
Like if Tyke Furlong's fit, he's one of the best tight heads in the world.
Yep.
Jamie George is one of the best hookers in the world.
Yep.
Not sure who goes loose here. Maybe one of the Scottish guys has been good. Locks, you got Itoje, you got James Ryan, heaps of
Jones.
Edelman Jones, and heaps of loosies. So it's going to be a good forward pack. Sure.
See, Australia were gonna.
Offering to host today. Yeah.
See how COVID goes.
Every pro back would have played 10 at one point. Yep, since they would have been the best of their team. And if you're the best in their team, they chuck you in at 10. Yeah, that's probably fair, Leo. Furlong, a great Wexford man.
Is Jimmy Goff still playing in England? Or is he
He's still
is
playing.
He still playing, is he?
He's still playing.
God, he's been around forever.
He's still playing.
He's about 37, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, Ferguson and Sutherland have been good props, actually. They're both doing really well.
You alright, Dawn?
Yep.
Do you think the Blues will come back? Not based on that first half performance, but God, they can't be as bad as that in the second half, surely. Famous last words, those. This is a case of the Hurricanes looking better than expected, or the Blues just failing to get going. Yeah, the Blues have just looked not
Focused.
not sharp. But the game's just been that way, so yeah. Lions tour won't be the same without the fans. The fans are what make it special. Yep. I can honestly say the first time I saw somebody openly urinate on the street was during the Lions tour. A very intoxicated British and Irish Lions fan on Queen Street here in Auckland in 2000 and what was it, 5? Yeah,
2005. Yeah.
He needed to go. He needed to go. I think most Kiwis would try to find a corner, even if you were drunk. You would try to find a corner. A tree. Keep it discreet. This guy was like, this guy was just like, nah, middle of the street. I don't care. So,
Nighttime, was it?
It was nighttime. Yeah, it was pretty bad. He was definitely Irish by the sounds of it. Okay. Us Brits need to find an urban object. Okay. Yeah. That was a first for me. It was interesting.
You want that blind closed, or you want to leave it open?
Oh, we can close it. I guess the sun's going down.
Yeah.
Haven't watched the video about the Rugby World Cup schedule. Yeah, it's not too in-depth. I just had a quick look at it today. I'll have a closer look at like how it works for everybody at some point, but it's interesting to see some of the pool matchups. Like Pool A starts with France and New Zealand in the opener. That looks to be a big cracking game. Whereas like Ireland have got two of the easy games first before they tackle the tough teams. The last game in that pool is Scotland against Ireland, which should probably decide one of the teams going home. Yeah, there's heaps to like. Actually rewatched 2005 Lions tour this week. Wild how much the game has changed, Paul. Yeah, I remember watching the 87 final and bloody hell, it's almost night and day. I have seen Chasing the Sun Quasi and it is awesome. That's like a proper, like AAA documentary. Like it doesn't feel budget. Like a lot of rugby stuff feels budget. How good was Carter during that tour? I know. He was amazing. We're about to get underway, second half here. Jackson Garden Bishop's just kicked us off. And he's been pulled into touch, Caleb Clark, straight from the kickoff. Pretty early to say the Crusaders will go undefeated, but definitely like the look of their front runners, considering how many starters they had out and still won. Yep. They had no Havili yesterday, no Will Jordan. Who else do they have? No Ollie Jaeger. Heaps of guys out, and they still won it easy.
Doesn't want to give the ball up.
Moore's hunting for it. Stuck between his
Quite
legs.
funny.
Will Jordan had a rib injury, I think, so they decided not to risk him.
Ribs.
They could have played him, but they decided to let him rest it up.
If it had been a final, he probably would have played.
Yeah. Christian Cullen did have some pace, absolutely. Kakinen, you haven't missed much in the first half, to be honest, if you've been watching it or not. There's been a couple of tries, but it's been a bit of a stop-start affair, to put it mildly. Thoughts on Lewis Rees-Zammit? He looks the business. Come on, blue scrum. Artie gets it out the back. What's an offload to Fafita? Hussen. I haven't seen him much with the ball. Am I streaming the Six Nations? It's on at 5:45. I will... Oh, for God's sake, the knock-ons are brutal.
They're rusty.
Yeah, if I can get up in time. I might. I will see. I'm going to watch the Aussie game, which runs quite late. So I may not. I may watch it when I get up. Butterfingers Rico. No, at the moment. I think I need another beer.
Plumber.
Favourite up-and-coming players from Australia and New Zealand. One of the guys for the Highlanders, Folau Fakatava, looks very good.
Yeah.
He's still a relatively young man.
Halfback.
Yeah, he's a very good halfback. Feel your anguish, Mark Munster did that a lot versus Cardiff. Is that right? I didn't see the result in that one. What happened? Yeah, I needed that, William, after seeing that. Late tackle, Blues have got a penalty. Karifi, if it was him, he's a good player, but he gives away way too many penalties.
Yeah, he is a good player. He's the Wellington Lions captain, eh?
Yeah. Last year I had a look at him, Sam Cane,
Tom Christie.
Artie Savi, I think Christie. I had a look at all their numbers, and Karifi looked really good, but he gives away more penalties than all of them. So, just not necessary. I mean, he's not that late, to be fair. It's hard to pull out of that when you're at speed, but anyway.
Committed. Oh, here come the All Blacks.
Now, this is where maybe it gets good for the All Blacks, for the Blues, because they're bringing on their stronger props.
Oh, they need to do something, don't they?
Yeah. Munster beat Cardiff 20-11. Is that the one where... Was Holland the man of the match in that one? Any coverage of the Prep Cup? I don't think so, Adrian, mate. It's not. I don't think they're showing all the games over here.
There was a Japanese game on earlier today.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't see the score though. Go, man, go, 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 go.
Oh, for goodness sake. Do we have advantage? Because otherwise you didn't need to throw that pass.
Got a penalty.
When you watch those older games, the breakdowns look borderline unofficiated. Yeah, they have tinkered with the game a fair bit since those days.
Not necessarily for the better.
Yeah, true enough. Drinking game. Take a drink every time the Blues disappoint you. You'll end up like that Lions fan peeing in the middle of the street. Yep, probably right. Why would you throw that, Josh? I don't know. I guess because they had advantage. You know, that was last night. Man of the match was Ellis Jenkins, who made 23 tackles. Okay. That is incredible.
I think think the Blues need to bring on Robinson to give them a bit of firepower on the loose because they seem to be just meandering. I know they got All Blacks here, but I don't know.
Could have been Munster's here in Europe. I did hear Carberry's back, which is great news for Ireland and Munster if he is back fit. Did we seriously just lose that line out?
lost the
Oh
line.
my goodness.
We
It's
seriously did.
terrible.
Here it goes. They kick it out.
What is going on? Line out steal. Yep. Typical Blues screw up, indeed. But Scrafton may be injured from it. Playing on.
Get it out.
Bloody hell, we've just lost the ball again. But nah, it was a knock on. Oh, I'm not getting through the BS too fast, Porrick, but I might have to. At this rate.
Sitting here watching, to be fair.
You're in here now, so you might as well stay.
Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing the Wellington crowd is not too big, because people may not want to go back if they'd seen some of this. I don't know. Artie's giving them headaches, that's true. Blues are sloppy. The Canes aren't much better. It's probably the best summary of the match we've heard so far.
Scrafton doesn't look too happy.
He's the one who gets the line out steal. Oh, he just rolls his ankle.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sprained his ankle.
didn't look good, did it?
No. Reed Princep's going to come on. Yeah, they got to take Scrafton off. They can't leave him on there. He can probably hardly walk.
Big win for my NHL team earlier this week. Now it's time for the Canes to make it another. Who was your NHL team? I feel like I've asked you this before. Blues need to quit sleeping and play some rugby. Yeah, that'd be a good start.
Absolutely.
Is he walking off or is he being carried off?
Shots for every handling error in
he
this
might be playing
match.
next week.
Darramundi, that could get messy.
He's a good player, that guy, Scrafton. I like him.
Winnipeg Jets, right. Didn't Patrick Laine get traded, eh? That was a bit of a shock. I haven't been following the NHL that much this season, to be honest. Waiting to see Julian do a busting run and score like the 2015 World Cup. We haven't seen 2015 Julian Savia since about 2015. So you might be waiting a while. Whereas Josh is right, the Blues are looking like the Blues of old. And when we say that, we don't mean the good Blues of old, just of the last 10, 15 years.
Bring Ruru on, man. I think they need to just bring some reserves on. Oh.
Clark, he boots it. Big Will would be drunk with all the errors thus far. Yeah. Yeah.
How's his wife?
Yeah, Big Will, how's your missus? She had the injury ages ago. Gaza wants to know.
Yeah, she had a moon boot on, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. I think I did pick Wales, actually, for the game later, but not by much. I think I picked Wales by 1, because I couldn't really make my mind up.
Run the blimmin' thing.
Come on,
Are
go.
there smaller stadiums these regional teams can use? Not really. Maybe club grounds. There's not really like a nice in-between stadium. Unless they want to play it outside one of the main centres.
Pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it.
Go!
We'll knock it on.
Yeah, it'll be something stupid.
Here we go, here we go.
Yeah, we'll muck it up somehow.
No, we'll be right, don't panic.
Nah, we'll muck it up. Considering how good the Blues squad is, they're playing quite bad. Yep, that's putting it politely. Oh, we've got advantage. I don't believe it.
Well, how can
Get
we
it
make
out.
it up?
Cross
How can we
kick.
make it up?
Here's a try. Here's a try.
Don't believe
That'll do
it.
it. That'll do it.
Amazing.
Don't believe it. We actually went 6 phases. That's got to be the record for this game. I don't mean to sound cynical, but jeez. Big Will says she's good now. She's back walking, not running, but she's back on both feet. That's good news, man.
That's the
Good to
main
hear.
thing. I think he's got a bit of a calf problem, Clark.
Yeah, he's looked a bit ginger all night, hasn't
When
he?
got
Well, they
tackled,
were
remember?
rubbing stuff on it, remember?
Yeah, look at this one. Once he puts it down, Mitch. Yeah, he's hurting.
Yeah.
I would probably. He's a valuable player. I'd probably think about taking him off, and maybe bringing a midfielder on and putting Ioane on the wing because
All the
we can't really
Kiwis,
risk
that's
him.
great. There were just 2 offloads all game from Munster last night. Stephen Larkin will not be happy.
The Kira doesn't look very happy.
Well, would you be?
No.
At least we're in the lead, people.
No, he's kicked it as well.
He's got it. Yep.
Good job.
Once the game was dire, only positive was Carberry back.
He's a good player, Carberry. I like him.
He has. He's been injured for an age, pretty much since the last World Cup, I think.
What's he had? A leg injury?
I think it was.
Mind you, I like Sexton too.
There's no in-between stadiums. Yeah, basically. I think one of the main differences between New Zealand, at least New Zealand, and like England, and probably potentially Ireland and Wales and Scotland, like the All Blacks don't just play in one stadium. They don't only play it like an equivalent of Twickenham or the Principality or any of the other like, Murrayfield kind of thing. So everywhere needs to have a big stadium for when the All Blacks show up or if there's a big cricket game on. But what that means is 99% of the time they're sitting there never sold out. They probably sell them out once a year kind of thing. So yeah, there is something to be said for having that one stadium set aside for the big games and all the regional teams having a kind of 10, 15,000 seater, which would probably suffice. But this thing, I don't know how many it seats, probably close to 30,000. It's way too big.
Who's that?
This stadium.
I think it's 29,800 or something.
It's way too big. Like the crowd
You've
doesn't
been
look...
there. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody likes that stadium.
Oh, it's terrible for rugby because it's an oval. You're so far from the game.
Why did they make it an oval?
I guess because they use it for cricket as well, don't they?
Yeah. And soccer.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, come on, Blues.
I
You
think we're
can
gonna be
do
right
something
now.
here.
I think we're going to be right now.
Oh, I hope you're right.
The maul is going
They're
forward.
going forward.
Same maul. Keep going. Keep driving. Get the backs in there. Come on. Nah, they're not going to do it. Auckland backs don't do any forward play. They'd get their hair messed up. But they've got the penalty. Uh-oh. Double blow. Are we getting a yellow card here?
Yep.
It's Karifi. Cynical. That maul was still going forward.
He's getting a yellow. Cynical, yep. He's a yellow. He's off. 10 minutes. Discipline.
Yellow card again.
Suiting the Hurricanes. And they've brought a rule now, if a guy gets a red card, they can replace him after 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in New Zealand and Australia.
Okay.
Don't know whether it's a compliment or an insult to refer to Wellington Stadium as a cake tin. It just looks like a tin for making cakes when you look at it from above. I don't think it's negative. It's just objective. Yeah.
No atmosphere.
Yeah. I don't know. It just you felt very far from the action.
Yeah.
Very, very far. Whereas when I went to the Chiefs ground,
Yeah.
like
You're right on
you could yell at the guy, you could say something about him, and he would hear you, and probably look at you and say, "I'll see you outside the stadium."
it. Even Eden Park's better.
Yeah.
But Eden Park is, yeah.
Eden Park's way too big for what it is. We got advantage again. The Blues can throw the dice. Will they try the cross kick again? No, it's quick hands. Black with the dummy. Try time.
Good job.
This time, we actually converted with the man advantage.
Good job.
We're going to win this game now.
Well, it would be a bit of a surprise if we lost it from here.
Well,
The Blues could do it.
Well, they could. They're the one team that could do it.
Black just showed Geordie Barrett enough of the ball to make him bite in, and then try time. Whiteboard that. I'll wait till he kicks the conversion, because too many times have I been bitten by a late TMO call. But yeah.
I still don't know whether we're going to have to beat the Crusaders with this performance.
Not on this performance,
Not on
no.
this performance.
Not on this
Terrible.
performance.
They're just ruthless. Everybody was saying they were surprised the Highlanders tried to outmaul them last night. Why would you try and do that? That's not the way to beat them. The way to beat them is play smart.
Yeah, you don't maul the Crusaders.
You don't maul the Crusaders. You can't outmaul them. They will outmaul you. They're a bit like the Brumbies. Really good at the maul, man. They make it look easy.
Got it.
You got that one?
Right.
That's a bit better now.
That's looking a lot healthier.
Provided they don't go to sleep, they'll be alright. I still don't think McDonald will be that happy with them.
No.
Shouldn't be.
But they just need to keep doing what they're doing. You couldn't do this against the Crusaders because I'll just punish
They
you.
will punish you.
Absolutely.
How many titles have they won? 10, 11?
Glasgow Stadium is good, close to the pitch and next to the train station. That's the perfect combination.
Why, it's the second time he's done it. Why didn't he just let it go out?
Especially after their mauls went back multiple times, says Josh, for last night's game. Yeah, they were going backwards every time. Yeah, they kept mauling it. It was insanity.
Even the guys online today were criticised. They said, why would you try and outmaul the Crusaders?
Yeah, especially after the first few times fail.
Yeah, that's what you kept saying last night.
Gotta.
I didn't understand it.
If I can see it, goodness me, then the coaching staff, captains and whatnot should all be able to see it.
Well, you were saying it for 45, 50 minutes before they tried anything different when Whakatava came on.
That's right. Can't write the Canes off. This is true. Novmum is supporting the Blues as long as they're not playing the Chiefs. That's a fair call. We got that North Island solidarity, huh? Well, I guess the Canes are from the North Island as well, but
Bottom.
Auckland's closer to Hamilton.
I got a feeling the Chiefs are going to be a lot better than last year.
Yeah, well, they can't get much worse. I think
No.
they got a few bonus points, but that was it last year. Right, well, the Hurricanes must have broken the record for phases in this game. They've gone 11. They're not exactly going forward at a rate of knots, but they're keeping the ball, and that's not a bad thing when they got the extra man. Run that yellow card clock down. Play on Blues
Pass it,
counter
pass
attack.
it.
He's
Oh,
going to
skipped it.
put boot to ball into the 22. Geordie's got it. He's going to return it with a bit of interest because he's got a big old boot. But he's got to kick it centre field because he was on the sideline.
Go with him, go with him.
He'll kick it. No, he runs it. Unbelievable. I don't believe it. Oh, bugger. We've conceded a penalty. Maybe Geordie takes a long distance shot here. Runs another minute down on the clock. You wouldn't say he's likely to miss it. Liam, man. Crowd's average. Good morning, by the way. You didn't miss a heck of a lot in the first half, but the second half's been a bit more lively. Blues' decision-making there a bit questionable. How much do you think the Canes will miss Perenara? Probably quite a bit.
Yep.
Especially seeing as they don't seem to have a heck of a lot of depth in their halves.
Simon Hickey's injured.
Yeah, that's right. He's up for
done
the
his
season.
knee.
Yeah. And who's the other halfback?
Luke Campbell, he's on now.
Who's the injured one, though?
Well, Jonathan was on before.
Jonathan Tamatini, but one of the other guys is injured.
Jamie Booth.
Booth, that's right.
But
Yeah,
they brought
Booth.
that other guy from Manawatu and Kane Rugard or something.
Right,
He's the third halfback.
right.
They're struggling in the halfback.
Yeah, TJ is in Japan. Thanks, Victoria, for confirming that. And yeah, Gatland isn't with the Chiefs. Gatland is doing the Lions this year, so Clayton McMillan is in charge of the Chiefs. He was one of the assistants last year. Canes are mauling it. They didn't go for the 3. Man, if the Canes can score with a man down, that'll be a bit of a psychological win for them.
Oh,
God.
It's so hard.
He's all elbows, man. He runs with such an awkward style.
Peter Umaga Jensen. Oh, look out.
This is close. Blues better be careful.
We better be careful.
Push backwards. Come on, Blues defense. 8 phases for the Hurricanes. Feed out. He's tackled. Doesn't get anywhere. Blues are going for the turnover. Oh, they've given away a penalty.
Oh dear.
Hurricanes can try anything here.
Yeah, he's strong. Umaga Jensen.
Roll away, Blues player. Oh, knock on. In the tackle, so not deliberate, no yellow card here. Okay, Kane's got a big decision to make.
I think they're going to go for 7.
They would, wouldn't
I'd be
they?
very surprised if they
James, the interim deal was with Clayton McMillan, who's one of the assistant coaches of the Chiefs last year. So he's taken over.
And Clayton McMillan's going to be the assistant when Gatling gets back.
Perenara always struck me as an annoying little gnat. He is a talker. There's not many times that a ref says to a player, I will not talk to you anymore throughout this game, but that's happened to TJ because he just can't shut up. That's what 9s are for, being annoying and yapping. Yeah, pretty much, but he takes it to the next level. That's a maul, but it's not going anywhere for the Hurricanes at the moment. It splinters off to the side. Here's trouble. Oh, one of the Blues guys tried to bring it down, and we've given away another penalty. We could have a man in the bin pretty shortly if we're not careful. It's just under 20 minutes to go. Adi Savi with that ridiculously big dummy of his that nobody ever buys, but maybe they did buy it. That's like the 3rd time I've seen him do that. That is the world's most extravagant dummy pass. I can't believe he does it. It's so ridiculous.
He's a tough player.
Outrageous dummy is right. outrageous, but it's not his first time. The refereeing team is saying no grounding. So in all likelihood, it's going to be on-field no try. And do you have any evidence to the contrary? Ridiculous dummy, but somehow works. The previous 2 times I've seen Artie Savia do this dummy, nobody bought it because it's so stupid. Oh, they're not even going to TMO it. Blues are on a yellow card warning.
Number 6.
Yep.
That was a cure, I think. Just turn around there.
Don't TMO anything, play. I kind of agree with that, man. TMO slows everything down, means the guys get a chance to have a breather. We don't want guys having a breather, we want the guys to be tired. You should be tired. It means the end of the game is more entertaining because there's more space. Tired guys are slow guys. Guys come off the bench and cut them to bits. It's exciting. The Hurricanes yellow card is over. So it's 15 on 15. Hurricanes score here, it's game on. If the Blues hold them out, probably a pretty big psychological blow. I'm hoping to see a replay of that dummy, but they're not going to show it. It was, yeah, as someone said, outrageous.
He thought he had just about scored, actually, Artie. That's why he was talking to the ref.
I guess he could have used the captain's challenge, or maybe you can't do it in that situation. That's a try. Almua. The only good bit of news there for the Blues is the yellow card is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you could give away the yellow card and then still get
Yeah.
a try conceded. So, oh man, he's a hard man to stop. Line out move.
I wouldn't want to try and stop him.
Almua off the back.
Look at him go.
Where the hell does he come from? He
Look at
just
him
nobody's with him. Nobody sees him.
No, they
He just came out of nowhere. Look, bang.
He just peels away and nobody knows that he's got
They
the
all
ball back
think
there.
the
They all
other
think
guys
he's
have
back
got
on
the
the other
ball.
side. Yeah.
Gee, he's one guy I wouldn't want to pick a fight with. He'd knock you out, man.
It splintered off and everyone followed the splinter and he just barged over.
He's had a pretty good game, actually.
2 tries to him. We'll see if they can kick it.
No, get it, won't he?
Blues have got a bye next week.
Do they?
Yep.
Oh, Kukkonen says hi to both of you guys, by the way.
Hi.
Hi.
Back. Oh, he just sneaked it in.
Oh, he's kicking pretty well.
Yeah. Hi to all your...
Wait, has he missed it?
Oh, I thought it went over.
So did I.
They didn't give it. It looked like it
No,
went
it looked
over.
like it went over.
It did. Maybe it went under.
Well, it looked like it went in from the side.
I thought it just would have gone just inside the upright, but apparently
It
not.
looked like it.
Akira really wants that AB6 jersey. Yeah, Paul, man, you might be right. He's certainly upped his game in the last 12 months. Blues have got advantage. What can we do here? Cross kick. Nothing's doing there.
Straight in the
Back for the advantage.
Have a look.
Looks like it's going out there.
That looks like it shades back in though, right?
Did look like it.
Shit, I reckon they should have a relook at that. That looked like it went over.
I thought it was over.
Yeah.
Oh man, if they brought
Maybe from... Because it does look to be out then in. Maybe
Yeah.
when it went over, it
you
was...
think it might have gone out and came back in?
Maybe it came back in after it had already gone over the crossbar?
Maybe.
Don't know. Bizarre. Camera angle, yeah, went around and came back. You might be
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. But it looked like
Hey, it's
it
very
might have
weird.
just gone shaved the post and then looked like it went in.
Come back in, yeah, that's
Very
right.
weird.
Oh well.
That's why they have the people
Standing right under the post because they can just look up and
Yeah,
see, oh no, that's
exactly.
to the side, so yeah.
But there has been that mistake made before where it's actually gone over and they brought it out. Particularly, you know, when the post's like that and the kick's coming like that over the top.
Yeah.
Dreading Ireland's tour of New Zealand this year. If it happens,
If it
or next
happens.
year.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
we'll see, man. We will
COVID's
see.
still around.
Yes. Indeed. Blues are going to take a shot. Plummer's going to kick it, which is pretty much a guaranteed miss. Plummer,
Why doesn't the other guy take it?
maybe he doesn't have the range. It's like 40 metres.
Oh, okay.
But
Can kick.
Plummer,
He's like Adrian Cashmore. He's
Plummer has let
consistent.
me down.
So many times.
Like on some proper sitters. He probably gets this hard one, but then he misses some absolute sitters. Nah, he's not got
No.
that.
No,
No.
not right. You were just under.
Nah.
He's the Auckland version from the old days of Adrian Cashmore.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that, Mark?
Yeah, he's never going to get that. This game is the Blues and the Hurricanes. Hurricanes and Blues. Geordie Barrett has joined the chat and says, that was over. What the...
Yeah, I think he thought he'd got it.
He really thought he had got it. Plummer's shocking. How does he make Super Rugby? I don't know. He gets a start. He must do things that the coaches like that we can't see because...
He's not bad at Mitre 10 Cup level.
Yeah,
This is a step up from that, isn't
yeah,
it? Surely it must be
yeah. He really
Other-
misses Jero.
other players.
He's
that
not
are
a
better.
very good goal kicker from my experience. Did I see Reece Priestland's kick versus Gloucester? No, I didn't. What happened with that one? I saw the other one the other day with Simmons' one where he got charged down after shuffling forward a little bit.
A lot of people want to do away with that charge down rule, eh?
Yeah.
A lot of criticism coming.
Well, there was a case in the UK the other day where it was a kick, I think, to
Yeah, I saw that.
win the game, and he takes like a little shuffle, and the guys charge him down. He's like, "Well, you moved," so it counts as a charge down.
Yeah.
Whereas
They
the
should
kick,
do away with
the
that.
kicker was like, "I hadn't started my forward movement," so it was a bit of a
Controversy.
controversy. How's Julian's performance? He had a couple of big blazing runs, but nothing too flash.
He hasn't seen much of the ball.
We
No,
haven't seen him at all in the second half.
not really.
I reckon he's been trotting the house down.
I haven't heard him mentioned at all in the second half.
Plummer and Otili Black are both very meh, but at least Black has some body on the line moments. And he's a better goal kicker, even if he doesn't have the distance. Reece got it at 45 metres out, 12 to 13 down, and he gets it with an extra 10 metres. Wow, good stuff. Come on, Blues.
Kira.
Yeah, too many times the Blues runners are flat-footed, eh? It's quite frustrating. Akira did pretty well to actually go slightly forward.
Come on, score a try.
Come on, guys.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh, have the Canes turned us over? Yeah. See what kind of exit play they can get, though. We may have another crack.
Yep, they've got it.
Garden Bishop. He gets
shouldn't have lost that ball.
still
No.
inside the 22.
If we do that against the Crusaders, we'll be punished.
Just outside the 22. So we'll have another crack. Score is 21-16. I need a better whiteboard marker. I go through them like crazy. If the Blues get a converted try and no more points scored, Novman will get the margin of 12. Yeah, my 3 points is looking a bit conservative at the moment. Blues line-out is looking shambolic. God, we go from being attacking on their 22
Oh, go.
to running it out from our own. Bloody hell.
Run it, run it, run it. Run it, come on, run it. Run at them hard, come on, run at them hard. Who's going to be there?
He's going to be.
I love it how Geordie is almost the opposite of most 10s. If it's anything closer than 40, that's when he misses it, yeah. 40 or 40 plus, he's virtually like a 100% kicker, isn't he? Oh, we got just under 10 minutes to go, folks, and it's still very tight.
I thought we were in by more.
I said 5.
You said 5, he said 3, I said 10. No, you said 8.
I said 5.
Did you? Oh, I don't know. They ain't going to beat the Crusaders at this rate.
No. David, man, good morning. From Spain, looking forward to the Ireland match later and then Wales. Yeah, man, it's a good... I've got to go to bed before I see those games, but it should be a good weekend of rugby.
You'll be watching them tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The replays. Actually, this halfback, this guy, Luke Campbell, halfback's quite good for the Hurricanes. He's from, I think he's from Bay of Plenty, where he's been playing. He's quite good.
Carter, man, how's it going? We have about 8 minutes to go. The Canes are only one try away from tying it and then potentially going in front.
Oh, crikey, come on.
Talia, we haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of him.
Go, Talia.
Go, man. Go. Keep running, son. Go. Go, you good thing. Keep going.
Go, Mark.
Keep
go,
going.
Mark. Back him up, back him up, back
We
him
need
up.
some support. What a run. What did I say? I haven't seen much of him. We've seen more of him in that last phase than we have at all.
Oh, God, put the boot away.
Not out on the full, though. That's a good kick.
It's a good kick.
Happy with that.
Keep
Run,
him down,
man.
Eddie. Keep it down, Eddie.
He was a good run there.
It was a good run.
This guy's got talent, eh? I like him.
Go,
From broken
Talia.
play, man, he's good. But he didn't have anyone supporting him.
Savi is the guy who got him. Julian.
He was close to making the All Blacks last year.
I think he's eligible for multiple teams, actually.
He is.
He's
top,
he's
eh?
part Tongan, part South African, lives in New Zealand. So, yep. He could play for multiple teams. Still very tight, people. This one could go down to the 80th. Is that Rayasi coming on?
Yep.
Well, Marpy's coming off. Clark's coming
Clark's
off.
coming off. He's long.
He's been slightly limping the whole game, hasn't
He might not play next week.
he? Mm.
The Marpy's played alright. He has their much poor.
Tipuna, how's it going? Mr. Lees is back. Our scrums certainly look better than our line out. Our line out's been pretty average.
It has been, eh?
Akira keeps going forward, which is good news. Oh, but we've bloody turned it over. Oh, penalty. Kick this one.
Take this. Just take the
Kick
kick.
this
Just
one.
take the kick.
Yes.
Kick this one. 8-point margin.
And that denies them a bonus point.
Just means if they score, we're still...
They've got to score twice then.
Come on.
I think we'll be a lot better than this.
Oh, God.
These
No.
guys have lost their halfback, and they've lost Barrett.
What's wrong?
Novmum just said that the Prime Minister's going to hold a press conference
Oh, my God.
at 9 o'clock.
We're going back into level 3. I can see it coming. It's those stupid people.
Yeah, I think so.
9 p.m. press conference. Oh,
Back into level 3.
Level 3.
It'll be locked down again.
It'll be because those stupid people out there.
Those people in.
They didn't isolate when they were told to isolate.
Remember on the news at 6 o'clock tonight?
It'll be interesting to see if they've got a real prick of a boss who says like you can't take sick leave, you know what I mean? Or if they've just legit decided I need to go to work because they
I
don't
think
know.
that's what it is.
I wonder if the Parker firefighter.
Because I'm pretty sure if you tell them you've got to lock down, they can't not pay you, right?
That's right.
That's the rules. That's the law. Big kick here for Teddy Black.
He's got it.
He's nailed it. Whew, good man.
Oh no! Don't tell me. Oh well.
It's-
That's what Kevin said today.
That's what it'll be. Round the bays will be off tomorrow.
Mm,
The far Parker fight will go ahead because it'll probably be midnight.
yeah. Give it to Plummer. No, Giro. Don't give the bloody thing to Plummer.
Give it
I know you're joking. Right, we've got 4 minutes to go. And the Blues have an 8-point lead. I'm cautiously optimistic.
We should win from here, son. I'm confident.
We've still got 4 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot can
Very
happen
close
with
to
Blues in
4
4
minutes.
minutes. Auckland, stop giving us COVID. Man, I don't want it either. It's not my fault these people don't bloody
The stupid
isolate.
people out
God.
Go,
Go, Rico.
go, Rico,
Go, Rico.
go, Rico.
Go, son. Go. That's the game.
there.
That's
Game
game.
over.
That's
Yeah,
game.
game over.
And he didn't do his silly try scoring
Good job.
thing. He
I
just
don't think he really wanted to, son.
fortuitous is right. We've had two kind of fortuitous tries, to be fair. Papali'i's one was a bit tinny. Like Umanga Jensen can't play that because he'll get penalised for
Yes,
offside.
Yeah, yeah.
So he does the right thing, but you may be better off giving away the penalty than allowing the
leading.
Blues guy to get the
He
loose
didn't do
ball.
He didn't do his big dance. Just said I scored it. Jordy Barrett missed him.
Look at Riccatelli, the hooker, trying to run him down. It's not going to
It's
happen.
not going to happen.
That was fortuitous, but we'll take it.
Oh, Nisbet's giving him grief, saying he's learned how to score for try. Yeah, he didn't do the fingertip try scoring thing this
He's
time.
probably been told not to.
Well, he did it for the All Blacks the next time he had a chance to score a try.
He didn't do it today, eh?
Good.
He just went like this. They scored. He is a bit of a showman, but he's a
He
bloody good
definitely
He
player.
is a bit of a showboat, yeah.
Definitely is.
Oh, well.
Oh, he's
Whoa,
in off. In off. Whew.
Good job.
That's a bit.
It doesn't.
Tinny.
It's a bit. Yeah,
We've
it
had
doesn't show the
two.
true
We've
value of
had
the
two.
game.
Those like the Papali'i try and the Rico try. You probably don't get those against the Crusaders.
No.
So this 1631 is not a fair reflection.
No, not at all.
What's that? 4 tries to 2, eh?
It is. So we don't get a bonus point unless we get one more.
No.
Got a minute and a half.
Flattering scoreline is right.
Very.
I still think McDonald will not be entirely happy.
Oh, for
Shouldn't
sure.
be. You shouldn't be happy.
I mean, they've got the win.
You're going to maul the whole way down the other end and score, are they?
No.
Use it. Kira's had a pretty good game.
Robinson had a good game since he came on too.
Ooh, big tackle. Geordie's a lot bigger than Perofeta.
Oh. See, they won't be able to do this against the Crusaders.
No.
They'll be punished. They might, even
30 seconds
they
to
might
go.
even get punished if they do this against the Chiefs. You never know what
Well,
the
you
Chiefs are
don't
going to
know.
do.
That's right.
Cross kick. Pretty ballsy.
Where did it come off?
It's going to be a knock on, there'll be a scrum, and then it'll be game over.
Yeah, well, I've won the game, so but it's not a true indication.
Scoreboard is flattering, but a win's a win. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Then we can watch the lockdown news after this.
God. Tell
Our
me
Prime
about it.
Minister's going to do a press conference in 8 minutes, which means it'll be a lockdown. Because when does the Prime Minister ever do a speech at 9 p.m.
On a Saturday night.
on a Saturday night? Exactly right. Oh, well, lucky I've got some beer in the fridge. Anyway.
It is what it is.
Cack on him, man. Take care, buddy.
Where's Dawn gone?
I guess he's probably telling Jude about the lockdown news. Is Bodie back for the internationals? I believe he is,
Yes,
towards
he
the
is.
end of the year.
And
Yeah.
Perenara.
Can you live stream the press conference reaction? No, I don't think so. I think I'll give that a miss. What was the scoreline yesterday between the Crusaders and the Highlanders?
26-13.
26-13. So does that mean we're going to be first on points difference?
No. Because they didn't get a bonus point, nor do we.
So we'll be ahead of them on points?
No, be the same.
Is it
You
the
said
same?
you've got to be 3 tries ahead.
But I mean, points difference, we should be ahead, right?
Oh, yeah, points difference, but not
Not on
table difference. Points table difference is what I mean.
Yeah. Please let the PM just be announcing earlier that the Crusaders are the 2021 champions. Yeah, probably not. Hurricanes are going to run it from their own 22. Maybe there's a chance for the Blues to get a try. Happy lockdown. Yeah, we'll see, man. Uh-oh. Here's trouble.
No, we're right. We got him.
It's already 82 minutes. We're in the red. Next stoppage will be it, unless it's a penalty. Whoa, Talia was reading that one, but he didn't quite get the ball. He got the man. 6 phases. The Hurricanes are going backwards.
Oh,
That's
how
going to
it
be
is.
game. That's going to be the game. Am I staying live for the conference? Nah, man, I'll go. Tim, man. All right, man. Take care on your bike, Tim.
Yeah, see you guys.
The game's just
Stay
finished.
safe.
31 points to 16. As Big Will said, that was pretty flattering to the Blues, to be honest. We didn't probably deserve to win by that much, but I'll take it. I'll take it. 2 pretty fortuitous tries. I'll certainly take it, though. We will have to be better when we play in our next game. But anyway, you guys all take care of yourselves. Cheers for sticking around for the stream. My Prime Minister,
Dawn said there was a new community case today.
the Prime Minister is going to be on TV in 5 minutes, likely telling us that we're going back into lockdown again. So it'll be lockdown 4 for us. Not that I can complain too much about the scheme of things, but anyway,
Probably be a 3.
you guys take care of yourselves.
Yeah, see you guys. All the best. Stay safe.
I'll organise the beers. I will do Super Rugby Australia. I won't do a live stream, but I'll do a video on it after I've seen both the games. Anyway, take care of yourselves, guys. See you later.
See you later, guys.